48, 49, 50.
Hi, I'm Emma.
And I am Bennett.
And
welcome to Apocalypse Chow.
Today we've got a super short and sweet episode for you where we are going to be showing you something I've been doing for the last couple of weeks, which is making my herbs last as long as I possibly can in the fridge.
That keeps us from going to the grocery store even more.
Exactly. You can also use this if your herbs are wilting a little bit and looking a little sad in your refrigerator. We have here parsley, cilantro, and about a half bunch of dill. You can use whatever tender herbs you have. If you have only parsley, that's totally fine. If you have only cilantro, that's totally fine. These stems, tender stems, are really often more flavorful than even the leaves themselves. And since we're chopping everything up super fine, you want to include those in. You get more bang for your buck. You need just one shallot.
And you need at least a few coppers.
2 tablespoons of capers.
Coppers.
Capers.
I don't have capes.
They don't have caps. And then you're also gonna need 1 lemon and olive oil and salt and pepper. One sort of hint, the more you run over herbs with your knife, the more bruised they'll become. The less times you go over it, the better.
Feel some very normal cooking related tears coming on.
Bennett, it's okay to cry.
I know it is because I'm cooking. Would you call this minced?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab a bowl to mix everything together.
I'm gonna make sure the shallots are minced still.
I'm actually, since there's not quite as much on here, gonna do the dill at the same time as the cilantro. Just kind of get it all together.
This shallot is permanently altered. It's a good thing that there is really no cause to put this shallot back together as if it were some kind of puzzle, because if there were, I would be in trouble.
All right, Bennett, you look done there.
Thank goodness.
Add it into that bowl.
For these last little guys, you can kind of act as though you were still allowed to go to a water park here. Slip and slide. The capers aren't safe at all.
No, they'll meet the knife too. Wash your hands.
Are we about to like mix it up?
We are about to mix it up, except for we have a few more things to add first, which is this lemon that I have washed. And we are going to zest it.
Well, this guy is getting the zest of its life. I feel a little bit like I'm a kind of a cool barber to this lemon.
You are kind of a cool barber to this lemon.
You ever heard people say that, like, back in the day when we weren't sort of trapped indoors, wow, I love my cool barber. That lemon is toast.
What the lemon juice here is doing is gonna help keep the herbs super green, and adding brightness along with the zest and the briny caper is just really gonna like perk up anything you put it on top of.
The visual appeal is going to make it taste better.
It's true. A couple pinches of salt, a few cracks of black pepper, and then we're going to add olive oil. Stir as we go, and we want it to be coated without it being fully drenched. A little bit more. And you can see it sort of starting to turn more into a sauce-like consistency.
Yeah, I do.
Kind of have to be okay with eyeballing depending on exactly how much you have. You can't really mess it up though, is the good news.
We love to eyeball in this quarantine.
And then the very last step is just jarring this in sort of any container you have should be fine, a Tupperware, a jar, a mason jar, whatever. And then it's gonna go in the fridge. I'm gonna add some olive oil over the top too, kind of like seal it in. And voila.
Now that we have this green salsa with the herbs and all the other stuff here in the jar, what are we gonna do with it?
Well, you can do pretty much anything with it. I eat it almost every morning over fried eggs or scrambled eggs. You can put it on top of any meat or fish. You can mix it into meatballs. You don't have to chop herbs separately for that. You can put it on top of roasted veggies. You can mix it into mayo for a sandwich.
So my question, and I'm sure the question of a lot of our viewers here, is this salsa in any way like peanut butter in the sense that you just can eat it out of the jar?
No, I would not eat it straight out of the jar.
Okay, so to put it in an equation format for you guys, if you have salsa here, green salsa we just made, peanut butter here, and then you have an equal sign in between them, I would just put a little slash through that, and that's how you can remember